Welcome back to the Life Force Power Center and Power Temple. I'm your host, the John Master Jedi of the Jadelia Knights. You could look at the descriptions that I'll probably leave below or something or somewhere on this video as I incorporate this into this earth realm. Today we're going to start another lesson. The lesson today, I'm going to think right up the top of my head and just download right now as I do this. It's kind of late right now, so I'm just going to download this. And the lesson right now is personal power. Your personal power, the power that belongs to you, the power that helps you shape who you are, the power that helps you grow and use the talents that's in your life, the talents that you have, the talents that even are hidden. Bringing those talents from within the deep realms of your truth, your life force being, allowing those talents to emerge. And if you had those talents before and maybe they have resided, or if you never had them, or if you just had a thought, maybe I like to do this, and like to do this, and like to do this. Probably the first thing to do is write down 5 things you enjoy. And out of those 5 things, you just look at them and see which one resonate with you, which one you feel vibrates the highest, that kind of makes you elated with joy, passion, you see yourself doing. And that one is probably the one that you probably just put to the side because you may have to build your way to that. And then look at the second one, the one you feel you could do right now, today, the one you feel you have power over. And you start that one and keep in mind the first one that you feel good with. So as you start the second one, the one that's more close to you that you're able to do, and it might be the first one as well, but you start the one that's close to you, because what you need to do is you need to get reactive, reprogram your body into doing this thing you love. You need to get into a point where you're able to say, like, you want to be a singer, but you're a good dancer. Right now you're a good dancer, even though your heart says, I want to sing. And it'll take time to develop singing lessons and so forth and study singing. But for now, you just want to go out and dance. Because when you dance, you activate your inner power. You activate your personal power over things. So even like when you have a rough day at school or a rough day at work, and you just turn on the music in your home or your place, your studio, or if you just go out and you just dance, you are generating healing forces. You are generating powerful forces in your body and mind. And when you dance, it gives you the power to begin to study and practice that other talent, or to improve the talent of dancing if that's your main one. It gives you that power and it gives you that energy, and it brings in alignment all that is good, whether it's people, situations, or opportunities. You may be walking down the street and you'll see a place where they may be hiring dancers or looking for dancers or so forth. Or you might run into someone who loves to dance, or you might run to someone who likes to sing, or who is singing, or who are teaching, or you may know who can teach. You see how that works? Because you're generating an energy of a positive force. And energy attracts energy that is similar. So if you have like, love, joyful, powerful energy, you're attracting that. If you're dark and down, you're attracting that. So you always want to do things that can activate you into a joyful energy as soon as possible, that can activate you. Because when you dance, if you love dancing and you have work to do, whether it's business work or it's numbers or homework or something like that, if you do that before you attack your work and just take a break and then you go to attack your work, then you feel you can flow through that work process easier, because the resonance and the energy of that talent, that personal power that you can activate, goes with you through that work, and it goes to carry you through that whole process of a mundane situation, with whatever that work may be. So it's important to have that. And also, even if you're getting into like heated debates or discussions or negotiations, then you have that powerful energy of who you are, knowing who you are as a dancer or as a singer. This is always resonating in you because you have activated the muscles and you activated the spiritual energy of that force, that talent in you. So as you deal with people and situations, then you have that in you to kind of keep you grounded, to keep you from flying way off the handle or way into situations that are not healthy or good, because you always have that real foundation of who you are. And as you realize who you are, that begins to grow and grow and become stronger and stronger. And the more you have that, then the more stronger person you can be, and the more you can develop that talent as well as other talents, as well as other jobs and traveling or whatever you might like to do. So it's really important that to find your personal power, the first stages is finding your personal talent. When you find your personal talent, remember, write down 5. The top one you put to the side, and you look at the second one, whether it's the first one or it's the second one, and those top 2 are the ones you deal with. And the ones at the bottom, there are things that you like to do that you may eventually get to, or some forth, or you may trade off. But at least start with 5. That'll give you a good way of fleshing out all the main things you really enjoy. And if you can't really figure out 5, then you can just look around and, go online and look at other situations and see what resonate with you, because you might want to choose something that's more compatible to your physical and mental and that kind of thing, your situation, or your environment, and so forth. If you want to be a swimmer and you live in Alaska or something where it's really cold and it's snowing or something, then you have to find a place where you could practice swimming more often. And I think the Alaska lakes are very cold, so you might have to do something different or wear something different for that. But anyway, that is it. That is the beginning of you finding your personal power. And with that, let that carry you through. And later we can elaborate more on how to activate that personal power and how to use it to other things. But those are the simple primary things to do. And I want to keep these things very simple, very practical, and very primal. Went back to the beginning of when we had just that superpower, that super strength before we got squashed and turned into earth slaves from a system. It's time to break out of that system and begin to override that system and begin to control that system and use it for your benefit, use it for your joy. Because your joy helps others when they see you. They want the same joy. And you can share that because there's always enough joy to go around. Especially when you remember you are the power.